But before I go far with this point, I think let me also put out something clearly. These guys are having connection inside telecom company. I always receive some money from Rwanda. It has happened like 3 times. Every time the money reaches my phone, I've gotten a message that I've gotten money from Rwanda. A phone is calling me immediately after like 3 minutes. So telling me all kind of stories. You see your phone is not registered, you can dial such and such. Telecom companies, I can assure you, you're doing us a disservice. That's being untrustworthy. You are having our personal data that you are sharing with these guys.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Price, and in this video we are going to be talking about how conmen con people. Because in my last video I hosted mobile money agents, but we realized it's not only mobile money agents who can be conned. Even you who is there with your line, you can actually be conned. So today we're going to be seeing different ways of how my guest has been previously, like he has how the con men, have they ever tried to con him or no? So he's going to be sharing his experiences, and then we'll be saying we shall also be talking about how you can avoid those con men. So welcome to my channel, and tell us your name.
Good afternoon. Is it good afternoon or good evening? Okay, good evening in Uganda, but maybe good morning or good afternoon somewhere all over the world. You know, we are not on the same hour. The world clock is different everywhere. So wherever you are, I greet you.
So you know, like, con men are everywhere. Con men will con you. Whichever business you're doing, you're selling clothes, they will con you. You're selling phones, they will con you. You are just working, you're in your own things, you're working on your way, they will con you. So, how have you ever been conned, and how?
Okay, I've never been conned, but I think I can explain a little bit about conmanship, because maybe they've not been successful, and I cannot say I'm insulated against it. It could still happen as long as I'm still alive and I'm in Uganda, because it's a common thing. It can happen everywhere, even if you're outside Uganda. My experience with people who are conning others is, okay, let me start with the phone. There are several ways through which conmen access and are successful with a few people. Because you see, one, they can send you a message of which that message could be having like a deposit, and they say they've put some money on your phone. Then they tell you, sorry, we put this money on your phone, but wanted you to maybe refund it and remain with some money. But before I go far with this point, I think let me also put out something clearly. These guys are having connection inside telecom companies, because you see, in most cases when they are going to do such a thing, you will be having money on the phone. They will be knowing how much you have on the phone. So I don't think these people this thing, I think there is a very big weakness in telecom companies, because you see, like I think some time back, maybe around 6 months ago, I always received some money from Rwanda. It has happened like 3 times. Every time the money reaches my phone, I've gotten a message that I've gotten money from Rwanda. A phone is calling me immediately after like 3 minutes. So telling me all kind of stories. You see your phone is not registered, you can dial such and such a number. Of course, you see when they're trying to say dial such and such a number, they will give you a number to dial, like *165#. They tell you a number to put. They are lying to you that you are putting codes to unlock your phone, on your phone to be registered. Then later they put money which is less than what you already have on your account. Then later, after that, they tell you to put hash and click OK. As long as you do that, your money is gone.
So every time you receive money from your phone, then you get a phone call from a con man.
Yes, especially it has happened 3 times when I've received money from Rwanda. So that means that these guys are having connections inside telecom companies. And telecom companies, I can assure you, you're doing us a disservice. That's being untrustworthy. You are having our personal data that you are sharing with these guys. Because there's a time I got 900,000. That was from Chigali. This guy was even telling me the balance I had on my phone. Of course, I first wasted his time by telling him I'm placing, I'm doing this, because I already know all these stories are all over. Then finally, when I told him that you are a fool, he abused me and just cut off. Then the other option, which of course people are not involved so much and people also don't take in interest in it, which is even more risky, is when you are going to an agent and you want to withdraw, you want to make a transaction of withdrawal. Someone will be standing near you. When you say that you read out your number, especially with MTN, because you read your number, then someone will initiate. This other person will also be near the agent. They will initiate. Or when you're reading the number, the other one is also entering the number. Immediately, they press OK. For you on your side, you're supposed to put a pin. So, if you don't ask the other person whom you are dealing with, the agent, and ask, you need to be asking them. Once you see an initiation where you're supposed to be putting your pin, you should ask the agent what is the name, or you read out their name, the company name, or because some lines have got personal names. So you're supposed to tell them. Otherwise, if you don't do that and you just enter, you're finisst.
Yeah. In my previous video, when I hosted mobile money agents, they also talked about that point. They said if you're withdrawing, at least first tell the person the company name. Don't just put the PIN number. Ask, is this your company name?
Yes. So, surely, the first point I started with, I think the telecom companies are doing us a disservice, availing our information, because there's no way these guys can enter these systems. They are very secured, so it can only be an inside person giving out our information. So, and of course, these ones are always saying we are from UCC, we are from MTN, but by the time they tell you that such kind of stories, they already know the balance you have on your phone. And that's why they're telling you, like, you press this as a code. They tell you that it is a code, and yet it's the amount. Yet it's the amount.
They're telling you to press, like somewhere they tell you to put also your PIN number.
Yes.
Whenever.
Not you first. They first tell you to. They first put their own number where the money is supposed to be going.
The phone number.
Yes.
You don't know.
Because they've already told you place this. So you are initiating from your own side.
PIN.
Yes. So when you reach where there is money, they know the amount you have. They put less that money. Then later they tell you hash. But in the long run, they are telling you as codes. They are telling you enter them as codes. But in actual sense for them, they know once you put their number, you put the money and you put your PIN at the end. And you just press yes. The money will immediately go to their phone, they will switch off and disappear. They've never been successful with me. Me, I always have a good time. When they find me when I'm lousy, I always have to engage them, waste their time, tell them I'm pressing, I'm doing this, and later on, I tell them I also do the same job. Then they abuse you and run away.
So today we are sharing like your experience with conmen. Do you have any other ways, or that's
that one is the major one. About the cons about the phones. Of course, we've talked about they can take your money via the agent when they are near the agent and you're reading your number.
But I think the main problem cannot even be solved, because the main problem is the telecom people themselves.
So that's why you need to be keen and careful and don't engage a person you don't know. Once a person calls you and you realize you don't know them, they start telling you stories, just cut them off. Really, it is the best way you can be safe.
But sometimes they come in form of helping. Maybe we are in the hospital, like those people.
No, I've not met those ones, but I've heard about them. Of course, I've also been like in Mulago at some point where someone actually stole someone's phone because was asking for like a direction and said that their phone the battery has gone down. Then this one borrowed the patient's phone, unfortunately, that my phone has gone off. I was coming to check on a patient. I'm not seeing this one gave innocently. This guy was talking as he moved out, it disappeared.
In short, like for me, I see like maybe people should just stop helping. Like
no, it's not that you should stop
because
helping. Not that
when you want help is when they will con you.
Exactly. It's not that you should stop helping. You see, really, also the appearance of such kind of people. You only need to know about it. Well, of course, once you know about it, you'll be a little bit careful. Because you cannot say you cannot help. Because at the end of the day, you also find when you're meeting people on the way who are strangers to you, but you need help from them. So that one.
In the evening you will not be helped because everybody is suspicious.
No, it's not really that. That's why I'm saying. Once you say, of course, if a person is saying, "Let me use your phone," why are you using my phone? You need to know. If it's like maybe you are like at the airport, you've come with a person maybe on the flight and they are trying like to call, that one is genuine. You get it. Or you've reached somewhere, there's like an accident or what, such kind of help is genuine help you cannot run away from. But these people who come out of the blue, you're moving on the street.
I may come out of the blue when I need help.
No, still you can see, there's what they call instincts, personal instincts, human instinct can tell you a genuine person and not a genuine person. Especially if you already heard about these stories. If you've not heard about these stories, when you're going to fall in their trap. Then the other one, I think the common one recently is these people go, they target like maybe shops and what. They say they are buying from you, you get it. They even come reach your shop, then they start engaging you in between them because they are always like 2 to 3. Once you see such kind of groups and bringing some stories, then the others are the common ones actually in business are like deliver, send a border, the border will come with money. So once that border reaches there, there's the way they have to waste your time, do what, before you realize?
The border will come back with no money.
With no money. So, I don't...
By the way, even this point in boutiques, they will say, bring things, we will pay. Anything you're selling, they will take and they will not pay.
Yes. So, surely. And you one thing I'm 100% sure. Is you can always be a victim at some point. That's why you need to take all necessary precautions, because if you don't, you will be a victim at some point. You're asking how can it be avoided? The solution? No, there's a solution.
Be keen and always be vigilant.
Exactly. You just have to be vigilant. Be keen who you interact with. Don't give so much time to people, because you see, if you don't give time to the person will go away. But as long as you are allowed to engage, then you are in hot soup.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your experience. I hope you have saved someone. How have you been conned before? Have you been conned? Leave us a comment section of how you have been. A comment down on this video of how you have been conned. Maybe someone else, you can serve another person. Otherwise, thank you so much for sharing your experience. I hope next time you receive money, people will not call you.
Nah, me, I'm ready. Even like when they find me in bad moods, I abuse them.
And also abuse you back. I trust them. Hey, those people. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content that I do. Bye.